hope you all are doing so good. Thank you for joining me. Hi. So today's reading is What Are They Too Afraid to Tell You? This could be platonic, it could be romantic. So if any romantic messages do come out, feel free to reject it. But yeah, so we have 3 groups for you to choose from. We have group 1, this clear quartz cluster crystal. Group 2, the citrine crystal, and group 3, the rose quartz crystal. Okay, so group 1, group 2, and group 3. So yeah, if you want to pause the video to choose your group, feel free to do so, but I shall see you all in your readings. Hiya, I hope you all are doing so good. If you chose the first group, then this reading is for you. So we'll start off with your tarot cards. So the person you're asking about, what are they too afraid to tell you? So we have 10 of Pentacles upright, Page of Wands in the reverse, 2 of Wands upright, and we also have the Tower upright. Okay, so this person that you're asking about, they're too afraid to tell you that they feel stable and secure with you. For some of you, this could be more of a past energy where they're just wanting to let you know, or they're too afraid to tell you that they did feel very secure, safe, and stable with you. So they're too afraid to tell you also that they feel or they felt like they could have it all with you. I think it just depends on your relation. Let me see. For some of you, this could be more so a past energy. But yeah, so yeah, they feel or they felt like they could have it all with you. They want to tell you that they could be nervous about an inheritance, or they're nervous to tell you about an inheritance. So they also are afraid to tell you that they think you're financially secure. This could be in comparison to them. But yeah, they're nervous to tell you that they think they can have long-term financial security with you. For some, they could be too afraid to tell you that their family is wealthy. I'm hearing this could be specifically related to old money. This may not resonate for everyone though. And for some reason, they think it would change the way you see them. They may even fear being seen as irresponsible. For some of you though, they could also be afraid that you may think that they only have what they have, or they've only gotten to where they've reached right now in life is because of help, because of support, money, knowing the right people, or knowing people who know the right people. But for some of you, if you resonate with this so far, they may think it will make you respect them less. But that's not for everyone though. So yeah, this person could also be afraid to tell you that they want to be with someone who is their financial equal, or someone who is very well off. But I don't feel like they're afraid to tell you though that they see you as that person. But they could be afraid of their backstory and the why. Like the why they... One second. So yeah, it almost feels like this person wants to be with you, even if it's not related to finances or not related to their family or following a certain tradition. even though that could be, you know, a hindrance or something that's playing in the back of their mind. But for others of you, this has nothing to do with money, but for some of, yeah, some of you it may not have anything to do with money, but they could be afraid that their backstory or the reasons why they want to actually be with you may scare you off, or it just may change the way you perceive them. And for some of you, only take this if it resonates, but they want you to know that they are afraid to tell you that they are committed to you and that they are thinking long term in regards to you as well. For some of you, it's as simple as this person, they see themselves being with you, but they could be afraid, especially if you resonate with being detached, reserved, a bit icy, calm, assertive, authoritative, maybe even a bit stoic. Or you know you could be perceived that way at times, or you know that maybe this person in particular could be perceiving you this way, then that could be why they were afraid to maybe share this information with you. So yeah, they're afraid to tell you that they do feel impatient in regards to you as well, and in regards to the connection you have. So I don't know why this is coming through, but they could be afraid to tell you, or maybe even afraid to show you that they are actually quite outgoing, a bit loud, a bit impulsive, a bit silly, a bit goofy as well, that they can be immature. But in regards to the immaturity and maybe being or coming across as childish, I do feel like this is something they are actively working on. But they could be afraid to tell you that, you know, they could be just naturally silly, like that's just a natural part of their, you know, personality. So yeah, they're afraid to tell you that they are afraid to take action in regards to you. It honestly feels like they are shook for some reason. They don't know how to approach you. They could be afraid it will cause an argument or a conflict. Earlier, I saw the Five of Swords when I was clarifying something. I think it was a similar energy, and then I saw the Five of Wands. So yeah, for some of you, they could be worried about an argument, tension, someone feeling frustrated, or you know, some sort of conflict or an argument. So yeah, this person, they could also be afraid that you have options outside of them, or they're afraid to even know, or they're afraid to ask you if you have options outside of them. So they could also be afraid to tell you that they feel like there is too much distance between the two of you. This could be work, you know, just life stuff, perceived differences, actual distance for some of you, maybe emotional distance as well. And that it may be difficult to find their way back to you and for you to find your way back to them. So they could actually be afraid that you guys, you know, won't ever have this Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that's their ultimate desire, honestly, when it comes to you, when it comes to the connection. But they may be afraid that they can't have that with you, or there's too much distance at the moment to manifest that with you. But they are also afraid to tell you that they are waiting for you, that they've been waiting for you as well. They're afraid to lose you, honestly, it feels like. For some of you, this person is afraid to tell you that they could be going through a housing crisis. This could be involving family for them, maybe a housing crisis involving their family. For some, they are too afraid to tell you that they are turning into a hermit and that they've lost their pizzazz for life a little bit, unfortunately. For some, they are too afraid to tell you that they are going through a divorce or a separation. That's obviously not going to be for everyone, though, okay? But for others of you, this separation is in regards to another ending in their life if it's not directly related to a divorce. For some of you, this could be a separation from their family. So yeah, they were afraid to admit to you that you were an unexpected surprise for them, kind of like having you in their life. But they are too afraid to tell you right now that they're not feeling happy, that this person, that they're in pain as well at the moment. This could be physical pain, emotional pain, or mental. But they're too afraid to tell you that their life is a bit chaotic right now, and that they are, and because of the chaos that they could be going through or they could be experiencing, they're just afraid of destroying the connection you have. And for some of you, I'm even hearing like before it even starts, you know? So it's like, how can I pursue something with you? How can I move forward with you? How can I even think of a future with you if all this nonsense BS is kind of going on in my life? So yeah. So for some of you, they're kind of just afraid. It's, you know, the image I'm getting is like, imagine someone's house is, so imagine a hoarder's house, right? And, you know, maybe this person doesn't want you to come into their house. It's like, I know it's like they want to let you in their house, but it's like, look at all this stuff. Like, I literally have to sort through, you know? Like, that's what it feels like for some of you. But yeah. So yeah, they could be afraid of ruining your connection. So they are also afraid to tell you that they unfortunately have a lot of trauma from their childhood. Wait, hold on. So for some of you, it's like this person, they have been through a lot of trauma in their childhood, but this person that you're asking about, they could feel like they're over it, like they could feel like they've healed from it. But for some of you, it just may still show up, like that trauma may still show up through their behaviors. Wait, hold on. For some of you though, they are afraid to tell you about their trauma though because they could feel judged by it. They're not, it's not necessarily saying that this person thinks you're judgmental or they would think you're judgmental. Maybe they've told other people and they were quite judgmental towards this person. So it's like, okay, I'm a bit gun shy when it comes to sharing that with other people. But it's almost like if I don't share this with you, then there's going to be this whole understanding of me that you won't get, you know? That's what it just feels like for some of you guys. Whew. Okay. And for some of you, they're afraid to say that they can be a little self-destructive as well. For some, a divorce in their family is either currently bothering them or because of that particular marriage, they have fears about marriage or fears about making such a huge commitment to the wrong one, especially if this person has already been married, because I am hearing again, it's like, I don't want to make the wrong mistake again. For some of you here, this person is too afraid to tell you that they are homeless or, you know, that there's something chaotic going on with their home life. For some of you, it could be homelessness, or they're just experiencing an ending that is very hard on them. Okay, so what are they too afraid to tell you? So we have here, I want to be of service to you. So yeah, this person, they are too afraid to tell you that they do want to be of service to you, that they do want to offer you some sort of support, they do want to be a help to you. But for some of you, it just feels like they really feel like they can't be that or do that right now because of other things that they do have going on in their lives. And because of this thing that could be going on in their lives, it feels very unexpected, like it kind of just hit them out of the blue. So because of that, it could be even more traumatic, or it could be even more harder to, wrap their head around, or to find or figure out a way or a path forward for them at this moment. Wait, let me put this over here. So we also have here, you are the yin to my yang. What are they too afraid to tell you? So yeah, they're too afraid to tell you that they do think you both would either do or would make a great team, a great partnership with one another, whether it's business, whether it's love or friends, But yeah, they feel like you guys either do make a great partnership or you would make a great partnership. Oh, so in my head, I was like, okay, so do they think you're their other half? And for some of you, yeah, this person is afraid to tell you that they think you're their other half, clarified by the lovers at the bottom. Do you know what? I feel terribly emotional. Like, I don't even know where this feeling has come from, honestly. But for some of you, I mean, this person could be feeling quite emotional. I do feel like it is in regards to you, though. In like not making something happen. It could even be in regards to the past as well, with the Six of Cups coming out. Okay, so anyway, so we have here blah blah blah. What are they too afraid to tell you? So hold on. So for some of you, this person is too afraid to tell you that they think that you would be in this energy, like you don't really have time to listen to what they say. I think that message came out earlier where they almost feel you would or are quite detached towards them. So it's almost like they're afraid to reach out to you or open up to you, just in case you do dismiss them, or you're just dismissive in regards to them. But for others of you, this person is just too afraid to tell you things that they haven't told you before. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's almost like, yeah. So we also have here, I tell my family and friends about you. For some of you, this person could be too embarrassed or too afraid to tell you that they actually do talk to you, talk about you, sorry, with their friends. I don't really feel family though for the majority of you here, but for some of you, it could be family, especially if you resonate with that. So yeah, they could be afraid to tell you that they do talk about you a lot to their friends. So we also have here, there are so many things left unsaid. Yeah, so it's like this person is too afraid to tell you that there is so many things left unsaid. So for some of you, it's like they just feel really, I don't know if they feel bad, they feel ashamed, but they just feel some type of way for not saying something sooner. So we have here, nothing will stand in my way. So only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, I'm hearing like they may have let things and other people get in the way of you two in the past, get in the way of your connection, or kind of create blocks in them moving towards you or creating something with you. But I feel like, I don't know if they're too afraid to say this, but they want you to know that at some point in the near future, that they hope to be in an energy where, nothing will stand in their way. Not only when it comes to you, but in their life as a whole. So I feel like, yeah, they could be too afraid to tell you that maybe they did allow things to block their path before, but they're not planning on doing that anymore. It almost feels like the chariot energy where this person is saying to themselves, like, I'm gonna take my life into my own hands. I'm not gonna be influenced by people and their decisions anymore, stuff like that. Yeah, no excuses. Yeah, this person, they're not making any excuses anymore. It's like, I'm not gonna make excuses like other people holding me back or other people doing this, yada yada. I'm literally gonna take my life into my own hands. So, what are they too afraid to tell you? So yeah, they're too afraid to tell you that they want you to talk dirty to them. Like that's what it feels like. Knight of Swords at the bottom. Oh, okay. So we also have here, I miss you. So yeah, for some of you here, this person is too afraid to tell you that they miss you. So we also have, you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. So I feel like this energy is about both of you. They feel like you both are stronger than you have given yourselves credit for. It could be for different things. It could, but they do feel like they recognize that in the both of you, that you guys don't give yourselves or maybe even each other enough credit, depending on your situation with them. And we also have sit on my face, all right. So yeah, for some of you, if you are asking about a romantic connection, they are too afraid to tell you that they want to get freaky with you, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah. And finally we have here return to joy. Alright. So what are they too afraid to tell you? Yeah, so for some of you, they're too afraid to tell you or just too afraid to admit that they're trying to find that joy in their lives again. They're trying to find their happiness, return to a place of happiness, maybe even return to a place of happiness with you, you know? But for some of you, it really feels like this person is saying, like, I need to find my happiness in myself before I'm even able to approach you, wanting you to enjoy life with me, Because if I'm not enjoying my own life by myself, how can I, share that energy with you if I'm not in that energy? So for some of you, it feels like they really want to get back to that place, of being happy, being joyful and stuff like that. Oh, gosh. I don't know why this group is making me feel so emotional. I don't get it. But anyways, I hope you have a lovely day. I hope it could resonate and make sense or be helpful to you guys. But yeah, I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys moving forward, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hey, if you chose the second group, then this reading is for you. So the person on your mind, what are they too afraid to tell you right now? Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So we have the Chariot upright. We have the Three of Pentacles upright as well. We have the Ace of Cups upright and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So they could be too afraid to tell you that they recently experienced a victory, but it does feel like the battle or journey that they are going through is far from over for them. They could also be afraid to tell you that they are experiencing challenges right now as well that they still need to overcome. So they could be afraid to admit or to say to you that they are ambitious. This could be in regards to work and you. It does feel like both, or it could be an and or situation, though, depending on your relationship to this person at present. So please only take this if it makes sense. But for some of you, they're afraid to tell you that they want to buy you a new car. So yeah, they could also be afraid to admit or to tell you that they have purpose. This feels like a purpose in your life, and they also feel like you have a purpose in their life, but they could be afraid to tell you this. So they're also afraid to say that they are disciplined in regards to you. That does feel a bit cryptic for me, but it does feel like they are aware that they need to be more disciplined or show more respectability in some way where you're concerned or the connection you have. So they're also afraid to tell you that they can be controlling at times and that they, like to control people, or they like to be able to have that control, that upper hand. For some of you, though, trust your intuition. It may not be in a malicious way. I don't know, but yeah. So they're also afraid to tell you that they are hardworking and that work takes up a majority of their time. For some of you, this person is afraid to tell you, but I do feel like they want you to know also that they are shamelessly focused on work at the moment. For some of you, though, this could be finding work or finding additional work. So this person is afraid to admit that they see you as successful or someone who will be very successful soon. Oh. So this person also, they're afraid to tell you that they think you're perfect in your craft. And that they think you're very skilled and talented. But for some of you, yeah, they see you as successful. But for some of you, though, they see you as successful in regards to getting through to them, but they don't want to admit that to you. So it's like whatever you said or something you did got through to them. It kind of, and it made them change, or it made them say, okay, let me do this or let me do that. And they may not want to actually admit that to you, that you kind of maybe gave them clarity, you helped them see some sort of truth, So for some of you, this success could also be in regards to how you communicate, or they could just feel like you're a successful, good communicator, but they're afraid to tell you that. They're also afraid to tell you that they're studying you, that they see you growing, and that they are too. They could be afraid to tell you that they're growing as well, or they're just also focused on their growth as well. So this person, they also are afraid to tell you that they think you both are very compatible. And for others of you, they, genuinely believe that you're their other whole, but they could be afraid to tell you this. For some of you, like, this person genuinely thinks you are their soulmate, and they could be afraid to come out and tell you this as well. Oh, and when I say soulmate, I don't always mean it in like a romantic way, by the way. So, whatever resonates most for your situation. But yeah. So yeah, they are too afraid to tell you that they feel like you both complement each other very well. They're too afraid to say that they pay a lot of attention to you. Like it may not look like I'm paying attention, but I really am. They could also be too afraid to tell you that they have been keeping an eye on you or checking on you. They really don't want me to use the word stalk. It could, like for some of you, it really does hold that similar energy, but I don't feel like the intention is there. Like, that whole stalking intention. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel like it's present with this person. It almost feels like they're just checking up on you, their words. But yeah, they really don't want me to use the word stalk, though, for real. But anyways, so yeah, they don't want me to tell you that they stalk you. Not joking, sorry. Okay. Okay, so they are worried. So, worry. So yeah, this person is too afraid to tell you, or they're worried to tell you that they want recognition and they want appreciation from people. They also are afraid to tell you or let you know that they are very much committed to their goals. So they're too afraid to tell you that they believe something between you two would be hard work. For some of you, they are afraid to tell you that they think you would be hard work, or they imagine you would be, or just some thinking your connection or your connection as a whole would be hard work. But yeah, they are afraid to tell you also that they do want to collaborate with you. For some, I'm hearing that they are too afraid to tell you or to show you the quality of their lifestyle for some reason. But yeah, they also want you to know, sorry, they also are afraid to tell you um, that they notice everything. And for some, they are afraid to tell you that they've noticed you're experiencing some imbalance or maybe trouble with mental health. So they also are afraid to tell you that they're doing an internship or an apprenticeship of some kind, but that they're really trying to improve the quality of their life as well. For some, they could be afraid to tell you that there is a third party involved in your connection. It could be work, it could be romance related. It depends on what you know so far of your connection, because I don't feel like this is like a secret or anything. For a lot of you, I do feel like it can be work, because it does feel like they're very much focused on something else right now, especially with the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot being here. So yeah, it could definitely be work related, but if you're more aware, it could definitely be something else that is taking up a lot of their attention. Whew. So yeah, they're also afraid to share with you that they feel quite sentimental in regards to you as well, that they love you, but could be worried about opening up their hearts. So I'm hearing like this person, they could be too afraid to ask you for compassion, too afraid to ask you for a new beginning as well. So this person could also find it hard to admit that they need or want validation from you, or they need that reassurance. Or they're just someone who needs a lot of reassurance in general. So this person could also be afraid to share with you that that they are an empath, or they have empathy for you, or maybe even for a situation you're going through. So this person, they're also afraid to tell you that they want to be in a relationship with you. It feels like they want to reassure and validate you as well, though. It feels like they do want a a new start, especially if you are asking about a romantic situation. But for some reason, they could just be a bit gun shy in regards to notifying you about that, you know? So for some of you, this person is too afraid to admit, too afraid to say that you make or you made them very happy or you make them very happy. That they want to hang out with you, they want to socialize with you more. Oops. That they think or thought your connection was difficult in the past. And for some, they are afraid to admit that they hate what happened between the two of you, like what transpired between the two of you. But only take that if it resonates though. um okay, please only take this message if it resonates. But for some of you, they are too afraid to tell you that they think you are bad luck, or they think that you've created bad luck for them. But it feels like they did it to themselves through what they did to you, like whatever intention or whatever action they did towards you. It's almost like it, backfired on them, and for that reason they could assume that you're bad luck. But for others of you though, this is just more so an energy that they kind of just feel like you're someone that probably shouldn't be crossed for future reference, you know? But because of the bad luck they maybe experienced after you, or in regards to something in particular. So yeah, for some of you though, they are afraid to tell you that they are experiencing bad luck. This could be in regards to a relationship. This person, they feel out of control, but they're trying to regain control. They're also afraid to tell you that they are facing some delays right now, some hurdles, some challenges. And I'm hearing, this may not resonate for everyone, but I'm hearing your presence in this person's life, or your presence in a particular area of this person's life, through a spanner in the works, and they are afraid to tell you this. But again, this is indirectly. I don't feel like this is something that you did, like you intentionally threw a spanner in the works. Like it just feels like your presence, your energy, something about you threw a spanner in the works for this person. I have to say, it does feel like it could be in relation to a third party though. Whether it be work or romance or something else, But yeah. So they could also be afraid to tell you that they're a bit pessimistic in regards to their future, but it's like they're still not giving up. I feel a bit pessimistic, but I'm not giving up, And yeah, they could also be afraid to tell you that they think you're victorious, and this victory could definitely be in regards to you being independent, or you finding your independence in some way. Whew, that was a mouthful. All right, so let's see. What are they too afraid to tell you? So we also have, I'm so used to flying solo. All right, so the message I'm actually getting with this card is that this person is afraid to admit or to tell you that they think you prefer doing certain things in your life solo. Not everything, but certain things. But it's like whatever it is that you like doing solo, they could want to be a part of that, and they could be too afraid to tell you that. Okay. Whew. So we also have here, you've got me all wrong. So yeah, for some of you, this person could be afraid to tell you that you've mistaken me for someone else, that you've maybe got the wrong impression of them, or they've given you the wrong impression of them. For some of you, it just feels like this person is afraid to tell you that they think you don't see them for who they are. So I don't know how this shit will end, but I know that I do want to try. So yeah, this person, they want you to know, or they're afraid to tell you, sorry, that they want to try something with you. They don't know how it's going to end, but they still want to give it a go with you. I don't know, the devil and the three of swords came out to clarify that. So I'm just going to allow you to take that if it resonates, but yeah. So yeah, this person, they are afraid to tell you that they don't really have a plan for the future, whether it be a joint future between the two of you. For some of you though, I really do feel like it could be in regards to this person's life, you know, not really anything to do with you. But yeah, so they could be afraid to tell you that they don't actually have a plan for the future, but they are like trying to move forward, you know. So we also have his secrets. Yeah, it's just like with that three of swords, the devil card. I don't know, it just feels like something about this person is quite secretive, or they're keeping secrets from you or even from someone else. It just feels like there could be secrets in more than one direction, but only take that if it resonates, I guess. Okay. So I'm actually getting the message, please only take this if it resonates, but this person is too afraid to tell you that they want to keep you a secret for now. One second. For some of you, they want to keep it a secret that you're moving on or you're transitioning, leveling up, growing in some way. They want to keep that a secret. It feels like they want to keep that a secret from other people. They could actually want to keep it a secret from you. Okay, I'm going to move on because it's getting a bit confusing, okay? So yeah, sorry if that confused anyone. So I accept you for who you are. So I'm actually getting the message that this person, they're afraid to tell you that they think you don't accept them for who they are. Yeah, and they could be afraid to tell you that they do accept you for who you are as well. So we have here a nice little house, 2 kids and a dog, question mark. I don't know, please only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, this person wants you to know that they could have a family or family priorities that they have right now, especially with that 10 of Pentacles being at the bottom. Like they could have family responsibilities. But it feels like they don't want you to know about this. And when I was clarifying that, the Three of Swords came out again. So I don't know if that has to do with like a third party for some of you guys, especially if it's romantic. So we also have here, take the lead. So yeah, this person, they could be too afraid to tell you that they want you to take the lead. I'm going to see what this could be in regards to. For some of you, it's in regards to them. For others of you, it could be in regards to a fling, but please only take that if it resonates. Like it could be in regard, and again, the devil in the upright came out to clarify. So it could be in regards to initiating some sort of, I don't know, like I don't want to say affair, but in initiating some type of intimacy, because I don't feel like for all of you, it doesn't feel like an affair, you know? For some of you, it could be the case, especially if you're aware of it, you know? But yeah. So they could want you to take the lead, definitely, when it comes to intimacy. Talking about intimacy, and then we have I want to do unspeakable things to you. I didn't even see that. So maybe that devil card makes more sense now. So maybe it's not in regards to affair. It could just be in regards to freak stuff, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they could want you to take the lead in regards to freak stuff. What do they want? What they're too afraid to tell you? So yeah, they could be too afraid to tell you that they do want to do unspeakable things to you. I mean, depending on who you're asking about, it could be in regards to sexy stuff. Okay, and we have balls deep. You know what? There's actually no hidden message in this one. It really does actually feel like this person, they're too afraid to tell you that they do want to go balls deep if they have balls. But yeah, they want you to know that. And finally, we have here Dreamer. So they're too afraid to tell you that they daydream, fantasize about you quite often, like a lot. For others of you, though, this is more so dreaming, like they literally dream about you at night. And they could be too afraid to tell you that. And finally, we have way of faith. Oopsie. Okay, so we have way of faith and let faith be your guide. So what are they too afraid to tell you? So this person, they're too afraid to tell you that they feel like faith, like their faith, their intentions will eventually bring you two back together or kind of get you two on the same page again. Yeah, so they're afraid to tell you that right now when it comes to your connection that they could be relying heavily on faith. But I feel like for some of you this could require you kind of moving on from something first. Maybe a loss, maybe a relationship as well. But yeah, that is all that's coming out though for those of you who chose this group. I hope it could resonate. I hope it could help you in some way. But yeah, I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys moving forward, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Bye. Hey, if you chose the third group, this reading is for you. So the person on your mind, what are they too afraid to share with you? What are they too afraid to tell you right now, okay? We'll start off with the tarot cards. Six of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords upright, Ace of Swords upright, and we also have the Two of Cups upright. So they're afraid, or they're afraid of telling you that they have a fear of being used, they have a fear of being taken advantage of. And honestly, that they're tired of it as well. They're tired of people approaching them with that intention. I just want to clarify that I don't think this is actually talking about you though. just in case. But yeah, they also are afraid to tell you that they want to treat you generously as well. This does feel like, for some of you though, this person is more so an intention to treat you generously, and they want you to know that, but they could be afraid to tell you that, or they could be afraid to kind of exhibit that energy. Like, say for example, this is someone who's naturally quite generous, naturally quite giving. It's like, if I start off being that way with you, am I just going to get used again, or am I just going to be taken advantage of some more, you know? So for some of you, there is definitely a fear around that, but it is an intention that they have, that they do want to treat you generously. They could also be afraid to tell you that someone is abusing their power in regards to them, or trying to abuse their power in regards to them. And this person just hates not being valued, and it could be something they're dealing with right now, and it's not something they want to, invite into their life for some of you. And for some of you, they could have their guard up because of this. But yeah, there is a message that this person is afraid to tell you that they want to give you a gift. But for some of you, I'm hearing it could come with conditions, or it could come with strings attached. I don't know if this is actually malicious or not. I guess it depends on the person you're asking about. But yeah. So this person is also afraid to tell you, or afraid to show you, that they don't have much support in their lives. They could be too afraid to say that they are submissive to someone in their life as well. For some of you, this could actually be referring to you, where this person, they're too afraid to say that they do feel quite submissive in regards to you. They could be too afraid to say that you intimidate them a wee bit, you know? So they're too afraid to tell you that they can't invest in you right now. And for some of you, it's at all, depending on your situation or who you're asking about. So I'm going to need you to trust yourself with that one, you know? But yeah, they definitely feel like they can't invest in you right now. But I have to say, if you're committed or tied to other things, especially things that are really like a really big part of your life, and it maybe makes very little room for this person, or it doesn't make them a priority in your life, then that could be the at all kind of energy, you know? But yeah, anyways. So this person could also be afraid to tell you that they are in a miserable mood at the moment, and they want to be left alone as well for a little while. And please only take this if it resonates, but I can't find another way to express this, so forgive me if it sounds really wrong. But for someone here, and it doesn't feel like the majority of you at all, they could be afraid to say to you that they think you're, too up someone's butt right now, or you're too much in someone's shadow right now. And sorry if that sounds offensive, I just couldn't find another way to express that. For some of you, it's like they're afraid to tell you that they think you don't have a mind of your own when it comes to another person in your life. This person, I'm hearing, but they're glad it's working out for you. Like, yeah. So they could be glad it's working out for you, but it's like, from the way it seems to them, I don't know. So for some of you, only take this if it resonates as well, especially in reference to the person you could be asking about. But they are also afraid to tell you that they think, or they don't think you're charitable or giving when it comes to them, or they don't think you're supportive when it comes to them. So they could also be afraid to, wait, hold on. For some of you, they could be afraid to tell you or share with you that they think you don't make enough effort, or they think you don't support them or make enough effort with them. They could also be nervous to tell you about their money situation as well. They could also be afraid to tell you that they feel overburdened. This could be by family, this could be in regards to money or in regards to you. But it's only in regards to you if you're like fully aware of this energy, or if you're aware of some form of resentment and you are kind of wondering why. But for a lot of you, it's in regards to something else. So yeah, they're afraid to tell you that they need time to think, they need time to contemplate. This could be in regards to you or in regards to a conflict. They're also afraid to admit that they are feeling very self-protective. This could be a general thing, or it's just at this moment I'm very protective of myself. So this person is also afraid to say that they feel a bit weak right now. I'm hearing like I'm hearing I feel dead to the world, you know, not I hope you understand what I mean by that expression. But yeah, it's almost like they want to lock themselves away, and they could have trouble vocalizing that. Is that a word? Vocalize? Being vocal about that. So they're also afraid to tell you that they need clarity from you. This could be about a trip. Sorry about that, my camera cut off. So yeah, for some of you, they need clarity from you. This could be about a journey, a trip, some form of healing, or it could even be in regards to their past, or maybe a shared past between you both. So yeah, they're also afraid to tell you that they've had a successful new start, and that things could be moving quickly for them in regards to some sort of progression or some sort of new thing they started. They could still be trying to find their footing as well. So if this resonates, this person, they also are afraid to tell you that things could be moving quickly between the two of you. It could be a slight fear that it's just moving too quickly, but not necessarily, then they don't fear it moving forward, you know, they just kind of fear it moving too quickly, you know, if that makes sense. So this person is also afraid to admit that they can't seem to speak up in regards to you or when it comes to you. This does feel like directly to you as opposed to kind of defending you, just in case anyone was wondering. So they also find it hard to tell you that they want to share their thoughts and ideas with you, and they could just find it difficult. They want to be more assertive with you as well. They also are afraid to tell you that they've had a breakthrough in regards to self-worth, maybe abandonment wounds. Um, so this breakthrough could actually be in regards to what triggers this person, and they could be becoming more aware of that. So this person, they're also afraid to tell you that they want more communication with you, or they want to communicate more with you. But for some, this just feels like maybe now is not the right time. So I'm also hearing that this person could think you're their soulmate, but they could be afraid to say this. They could also be afraid to tell you that they don't feel emotionally balanced right now and that they're trying to restore that balance within themselves. And if this resonates, this person, they're also afraid to tell you that they think you're in a happy relationship. They could be too afraid to ask, honestly, or they could just be too afraid to know more. So this person is also afraid to tell you that there needs to be more equal give and take between the two of you as well. So we have here, this connection will forever affect me. I have to say that this energy here, it does feel like a connection outside of you. It's almost like there was a connection from this person's past that, that put a dent on them. And I don't feel like it was a positive experience as well, or it didn't leave a positive effect on them, unfortunately. And they could be too afraid to admit that, just too afraid to maybe be open about their wounds and, certain things that they have been through in relationships, or maybe even just with people in general, like their friends, family. So we also have his shadow work. So yeah, this person could be too afraid to admit that they are doing shadow work, that they are trying to address certain traumas, certain triggers, and find a balance within themselves as well. So actually, I'm actually hearing for some of you though, please only take this if it resonates, but this person, they're afraid to tell you that they're trying to incorporate their shadow into their reality instead of like avoiding their shadow, if that makes sense. It's almost like I want to live with this instead of trying to get rid of it. So we also have, I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, so for some of you here, please only take this if it makes sense for your situation. But they are afraid to tell you, or they're afraid to even admit to themselves that maybe things may not work out between you two, or for whatever reason, they don't think something is going to work out between you two. So I'm going to see if I can clarify why. So we have here the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Nine of Pentacles came out. So for some of you, they don't think it's going to work because they feel like you've moved on. They feel like you've stepped up. They feel like you've... For some of you, they could feel like you've left them behind, but only take that if it makes sense, I guess. I'm going to stop saying that because it's starting to annoy me a little bit, to be honest. Okay, so yeah. So we also have here curious. So yeah, this person is too afraid. Sorry, they're too afraid to tell you that they're still curious about you, or that they are curious about you. Oh my god, I got hiccups now. So we also have here, I'm so horny, I could have anybody, but I want you. So this person is too afraid to tell you that they have options, but their options don't interest them like you interested them, you know? So please only take this with like a grain of salt, but for some of you I'm hearing that this person's too afraid to tell you that when you left, you took their G spot with them. You know what I'm talking about? It's less like that sexual, that chemistry, that horniness. Like for some of you, they feel like you kind of took that with you, if that makes sense. Not actually took it, but it's like maybe they haven't felt that way since you, especially if you're asking about someone romantic. For others of you, though, this is not necessarily a sexual thing, but for others of you, this is their pizzazz, like their pizzazz. I was going to say passion, but pizzazz wanted to come out, so okay. So for some of you, this is more so their passion, and it's like they're maybe still they're trying to find it again. But anyways, moving on. So we also have unpredictable. So this person is too afraid to tell you that they can be unpredictable. This could be in regards to like ghosting people, cutting people off, just moving on, in regards to transforming, in regards to leveling up as well. Like it could just happen at random times, these like transformations that this person goes through. So we also have here, is it worth it? So this person is wondering if something is worth it. Ace of Cups came out to clarify. So this could be in regards to opening their heart, a new emotional beginning between the two of you. They could be too afraid to say that they're actually too afraid to, Ace of Wands came out again, to start anew or to start fresh or to just be open to you or maybe even to other people right now. So we also have here Nomad. So yeah, for some of you here, they're too afraid to tell you that they keep moving around or they have to move around a lot or they've had to move around a lot in their past. So we also have here, I'm working hard. So this person is too afraid to admit or too afraid to say that they see you working very hard to create success for yourself. The World card came out to clarify that. Or maybe even working hard to find closure. It could be a goal. Could be in regards to traveling as well for some of you, maybe even relocating. So we have here, are you ashamed of me? What are they too afraid to tell you? You know what? The message I'm actually getting with this one is that they're too afraid to admit that you could be ashamed of them. It's almost like they already know you're ashamed of them or you've said to them you're ashamed of them. So please don't take that, I guess, if that's not happened between you two. But so yeah, for some of you, this person is just afraid that you are maybe still ashamed of them or that you are ashamed of them. I'm going to see if I can clarify what for. Okay, Page of Cups. This could be for being emotionally unavailable. And finally, we have I'm so comfortable around you. It's almost like they're too afraid to admit or too afraid to even think about the times where they did feel very comfortable around you. And for some of you, it's like you provided them that comfort, but they're too afraid, or it makes them really sad to think about that time or those memories, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna see if this. So yeah, for some of you though, they're too afraid to tell you or say to you um that they think you both are compatible, or they think you both could be compatible again. And finally, we have fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. So for some of you, I'm actually hearing that they could be too afraid to ask you if you're ashamed of them, but that is completely irrelevant right now. So fine wine, longing is. So I'm actually hearing that this person is too afraid to find out whether or not you desire them, whether or not you long for them, whether or not you think about them. So this group could definitely be like a no contact type of thing, or a separation. Or you just haven't spoken yet properly. But anyways, so yeah, that is all I have for you though, for those of you who chose this group. I hope it could be help. I'm sorry if it was a bit choppy. But yeah, I hope this could be helpful, and I'm wishing you all the best moving forward. Okay, please take care of yourselves. Bye.